Alright, I am Farron Collette and I'm doing my EM207 practical video submission. So I'm going to walk this client through 10 exercises and cue them only. Here we go. So the first exercise we're going to do is hip crossover stretch. So I'm going to have you lay down flat on the mat, facing the sky. Bend your knees hip width apart, a little closer together, a little closer with your ankles, and your knees relax. Put your arms out by shoulder height, flat, straight, and arms down, palms down. So then we're going to raise up your arms a little bit to 90 degrees. There we go. That one down a little. Okay. And then we're going to put your left leg on your left ankle on your right knee. And then we're going to fall to your right side. Yep. And flatten that foot flat on the ground, the left foot flat on the ground. And then we're going to look in the opposite direction. And we're going to rest in this position. So this position is trying to reduce some rotation in your pelvis area. We're going to make sure that foot stays flat on the ground, that the leg that your right leg is just relaxed and laying on the ground. And we're going to hold this position. And then we're going to fast forward. So we're going to come out of this position. So place both feet back onto the ground at hip width. We're going to switch legs. So I want you to bring your right ankle to your left knee, and then come down to the ground. Same way. We're going to have that left leg relaxed and that right foot on the ground with your arms straight out, turning your head the other direction. We're also going to make sure that knee is pushing away from your body. That knee that's upright, there we go. Keep pushing away from your body. Okay, and now we're going to come we'll fast forward that one. We'll come back to neutral, with both feet flat on the ground. We're going to move into crocodile position. So keeping your arms the same way they are, lay both legs flat. And then I want you to bring your right leg on top of your left leg. So you're going to have that Achilles tendon resting between your two toes, your big toe and your second toe. And then we're going to rotate to the right, or to the left, sorry. And so you're going to fall, bring that top leg down as close as you can. That's good. You're going to roll off the floor. So keep, there you go. Get your hips off. That looks good. And now we're going to tighten those quads and those legs and the butt and have your upper body relaxed. You're going to look the opposite direction and keeping those quads and legs and butts tight and the upper body and the arms and stomach relaxed. We're going to hold this position. Okay, and fast forward and we'll come out of this position back to neutral. We're going to switch legs, so bring your left leg on top of your right leg and have that Achilles in between those two first toes. And then we're going to have you push your legs off to the right, lifting that right hip off the ground. And then we're going to have you look the opposite direction of the rotation. This is also reducing rotation, and we really want to make sure that we feel that rotation coming from your low and your mid back. Everything, keeping those lower legs tight and engaged and that upper body relaxed. Your arms have come up a little, so bring them down. There we go. And now we're going to hold in this position. Okay, fast forward. We're going to return to neutral, and we're going to move on to number 3, which is standing windmill. So I'm going to have you come over here to the wall. And I'm going to move this guy. We're going to have you stand up against this wall here. Okay. And we're going to have you put your arms at shoulder height up against the wall, palms down, and make sure that your upper back and your butt is up against the wall. If we had a full-length wall, your heels would also be up against it. And then we're going to have you move your body down to the side. So we're going to have you take your left arm and drop it down towards your feet, keeping your head facing me, but moving your whole body. Try to keep your arms perpendicular together. There you go. And all the way down. And then keep your head straight and back. There we go. And then we're going to come up, keeping your arms at 90 degrees. Lift up that, lower the other one, lower that one. And then we're going to have you drop to the other side, to your left side. Okay. And then come back. And so we would do 5 of those on each side, but we are going to fast forward. So the next step would be to move your feet, instead of hip width apart, move them about 1.5 feet apart. Yep. And then we're going to do the same thing. So keeping your arms perpendicular, 90 degrees, up a little higher. Get this one up a little higher. Yep. And now we're going to repeat the same thing. So we're going to have you drop one hand down. There we go. All the way. And then come back up. Try to keep your head looking forward and neutral. And then back to the other side. And then back up. And we would do that 5 times on each side, but we're going to fast forward. So now we're going to have you spread your feet 2.5 feet apart. Okay, that's probably, there you go. Looks good. Right around there. And then same thing, 90 degrees. And we're going to have you go to your right. And come back. Keep your head neutral, facing straight ahead, and then go down to the left. Keeping that head neutral, there we go, and coming back up. Okie doke. And now we would return to hip width apart. And we would do that one more time, but we're going to fast